All right, well, we've made it to the Toronto International Boat Show. We are here with a specific goal. Today, we are going to take a look at some of the most badass tiller fishing boats on the market right now. It's 2026, so we've got the newest of the new here at the Toronto International Boat Show. This is just one of the handful of boats I'll be taking a look at today. It's the Alumacraft Competitor 185X. And we've got some stuff from Crestliner, we've got some stuff from Lund, also looked at some StarCraft stuff, but we've got 4 really badass tiller boats that we're going to be looking at in today's video, so stick with it. We're going to connect with a couple of the brand reps, and they're going to give us a full-on breakdown of what these boats offer, and at the end of the video, we'll let you guys decide which one you like the most. Before we jump into today's video, we're just going to take a look at some of the cool things that I've seen so far at the boat show here today. This is probably my favorite one. There's a few cool ones, but this is definitely my favorite one here. The 3025 GFX Giant Kingfisher. Twin 300s, I believe, on the back. God, it's like a West Coast wet dream. So cool. Pretty sure we could rig this out for salmon, no? Trolling motor on the front, 2 downriggers on the back. I could see it. I could see it. It's got potential. And also an endless amount of these things that are probably wickedly overpowered, but that's the way the boat market's going. Everyone wants a pontoon and everyone wants to go fast. There it is, the old 300 on the back of, you guessed it, pontoon. It's insane power for a pontoon. Geez, I don't think they make them big enough these days. V8 350. My God, that's huge. Mercury's got the 500 racing outboard, and you can bet it sounds just as good. And then the old V12 600 horsepower, 7.6 liter. That is incredible. They just keep on getting bigger and meaner.
Okay, I'm Chuck Howell from Howell's Marine in Chatham, Ontario, and today we're going to go through the 185 Competitor X Alumacraft. Okay, on this 185 we have a 50-gallon live ball in this boat. Your live ball goes from here all the way across. Okay, you got 2 exits, and that's a feature that a lot of companies do not have in a tiller boat in today's world. We also have a second live ball up at the front, which is a smaller one if you're walleye fishing, that you can put some of the smaller walleyes up in that one. Another thing you've got, there's your battery storage, so the weight's not on the back of the boat. There's your cooler. There's your rod storage here that you can store up 8.5s on the top, 8s on the bottom. Notice it's got the lip here, so now we've got where when you're fishing out there in the rain, you don't have water getting into the compartments. Here's more dry storage, and for this year, you turn around and it's got the raised lip, so you're not gonna get water intrusion in there. Then you also have here, for your trolling motor, you've got your recessed pedals, so that way you're not fishing off balance. Turn around, you can flush mount electronics. More storage here. You can never have enough. So for all you musky fishermen that got those long rods, it's got 10-foot rod storage. So you have a track system here that you can put electronics, so you can put a couple big screens on there. Then you can backbone it in with the rest of it. We have, instead of the individual gauges, now we have Garmin, to where the Garmin, you can turn around and pull up all your gauges, everything right on, built right in. So what makes the new Competitor 185 so unique? For a tiller, most tiller boats, max power was always 90 horsepower. This is the only one at present that is rated up to a 150 with power steering. Nice thing about it, when you're fishing, when you let go of the handle, it will not change course. You go right across the lake and it will not change, but it's just got a servo on the end of the handle, so that way it makes it driver easy. It's easier to drive this with a 150 with power steering than a 9.9 on a 14-footer. This boat features its aluminum structured transom. No wood, no composite, it's aluminum structured. Our hull is a two-piece hull design, so it's double plated, 200 thou thick on the bottom, so the boat doesn't seem like it's an aluminum boat when it's hitting water where you get that slapping noise. It actually feels like you're riding in a fiberglass boat. With the new sponsons that they have on here, two things. It makes a boat plane off quicker. You got more room at the back, so our power steering pump on this one would be accessible on the one side. But fishability, you got a longer boat, even though it's still an 18. Okay, when it comes to the hull design, it's a teardrop hull. So it's like a seagull on a windy day where the wings are cupped downward. So it's gonna take any wave action and divert the waves up and then downward. So it ends up being a drier ride. With the hull design, when you got a fish, you can move from side to side on the boat, and it's like sitting on the trailer. It doesn't sit there, you feel like you're gonna tip over like you'd be in an oversized canoe. Another feature that it's got, you got the rails here, and you can put the track system on here and never put a hole in the boat. You can have all sorts of rod holders, you can put downriggers on it. The functionality of this boat is just endless. This hull is a 95-inch beam, and with the hull design, it's one piece that they go from the left-hand side down to the keel over to the right-hand side. So there's no weak spot at the keel because it's not seamed there. Like most boat manufacturers will seam it there. Alumacraft chose not to because it ends up being stronger. And then they double plate it because to do it the North American way, 2 is better than 1. So this package, the 185 Competitor X with a 150 Pro XS Merc with power steering, custom trailer, spare tire, travel cover. We've got it on sale down here for $71,000 plus tax. I'm Chuck down here at the Toronto Boat Show from Howell's Marine in the Alumacraft booth. And for further details, you can give us a call at 519-360-9202. Catch you on the water. Thanks.
Hi there, my name is Mike Reeser. I'm the National Sales Manager for Smokercraft Inc. for Canada. I'm in charge of our fishing boat division. Right now we're sitting in the StarCraft Delta 188 tiller. StarCraft, one of the oldest family-run boat companies in North America, started in 1903, and we are run by the 5th generation of the family currently. So in this boat here, the one feature that we like to show everybody is this boat has a single level deck space. From the back of the boat, down both sides over storage in our rod lockers and up to the massive casting platform on the front. In the back here, we have our live well system. So we've got a double lid system. So if you're trolling with the handle down, we've got access to lift the lid to get fish into the live well. Should you need to open it up for a bigger fish, then the handle at this point lifts up and your second door opens too. Battery storage on this side. When we move up here, we've got large storage area for tackle trays, accessories, tools and whatnot. This side here is our access to our Engel cooler. So this cooler here is a 12-volt system for keeping minnows and whatnot fresh. Plugs into the side of the boat, has a net system in it. Another storage compartment up here, again for more tackle, accessories, trays and whatnot. This is our front fresh catch live well, 20 gallon. More storage in front, massive storage in the front 2 decks of the boat and storage here. But the nice thing here is this large high lid opening rod storage front in the front. So again, like I said, the center tubes are for 8 foot, the 2 outside tubes are for 7.5. Trolling motor batteries are stored underneath all of the rods. Nice thing is this lid opens very, very high to get your gear in and out. We also have a courtesy light up underneath the lid for your evening fishes or early morning fishes so you can see all the rods in the boat. So another system that's proprietary to our company is a system called yard blow. So if you look here, there's 2 fans at the back of the rod locker. So what those do, and there's also fans in this rod locker. So when you're charging your trolling motor batteries, you turn the system on and it dries out and takes all the condensation out of your rod lockers, basically to keep everything dry and inhibit mold on your equipment. We come down this side of the boat. This is our bulk storage rod locker for the guys that have the big musky rods. Again, this has the Yarblow system. You can slide your rods in, or you can go with a full open here. So your rods go right up underneath this casting deck, and that'll give you the opportunity to carry those the big sticks for musky fishing. This boat here has our upgraded SE package. So the SE package gives you full vinyl on your cockpit, all your decks, as well as marine mat on all the lids. And then on the outside of the boat, which we'll get into in a second, is a full custom paint job. So at our command console, we've got storage tray. The dimensions of this locker will hold 4 1190 plano tackle trays, the way we designed it. In here you've got tack, fuel, speed, and voltage. We've also got a stereo system equipped with this, which is a AM, FM, Bluetooth system. The other thing that we use too, which is proprietary to us, is we use a system called C-Zone. So C-Zone is the computer center that controls all the equipment in the boat. The nice advantage of C-Zone is it runs on a NEMA 2000 network. So you can tie in all of your fish finders, you can tie in your trolling motors, so you can basically network the whole boat. And part of the installation from the factory is we run the NEMA backbone through the whole boat and up to the bow, so there's no extra rigging involved for the consumer or the dealer. So another feature on this boat is we have our IGTS gunnel system, so we call that integrated track system. So this 60-degree track here will hold your rod holders. So in here we're using the Scotty system. This here can be basically easily removed and then dropped anywhere in the track system. So the beauty of that, with the track, there's also some other companies that do make your transducer holders for your Mega 360, your Panoptics, your forward-looking sonars. The market increases in that, so that all can be integrated in the track system. In regards to electronics integration, depending on what the dealer carries at their dealership, they can outfit the fishermen for just about anything they want. So our Delta Series boats, in its tiller as well as our side consoles and full windshield, run on our VPS Performance Strake System hull. So the nice thing about this is it is a pad style boat with 4 running strakes on either side and a reverse chine. So the nice thing about that is it allows us to have the boat plane quicker. The boat is designed to handle rough water, and the second thing is to be more fuel efficient. With the 90 VMAX Yamaha, this boat runs anywhere from 38 to 42 miles an hour. Second thing is our transom and our bottom sheet are 125 gauge aluminum, which is quite a bit thicker than our competition. The other thing too is our transom is a composite transom in these boats, wood-free. We still do use wood in our floors for structural integrity, weight, and it also helps keep everything stable within the boat. All of that is guaranteed for lifetime as long as the consumer owns it. It is transferable to the second consumer, and everything else on the boat is 6 years bumper to bumper, excluding the engine electronics. The nice thing about the outside of the boat, which is pretty awesome for what we're doing, is this boat, when you look at the side of the boat and the lines on the boat, there is no vinyl graphics on this. This is all paint, it's all taped off, and then it's got 2 coats of clear on it, like an automotive style finish. So it gives us the ability to have a very, very spectacular looking boat on the outside. Comes in 6 colors, comes in an orange, comes in a white, comes in a red, comes in an electric blue, comes in a dark blue, and it also comes in a green. So we're at the Toronto Boat Show. We do have great sales going on. We are using our factory rebates to give the consumers the best possible value for their money. So this boat here starts at around $57,000. That is boat motor trailer with a 90. The way we have this equipped as the consumer would use it would be Trova trolling motor, Explore 9 fish finder, 90 VMAX, covers, tie downs on the trailer, spare tire, all the stuff you need to basically get on the water. This boat here is going to be about $72,500, including freight and PDI plus tax. So again, thanks for your time. I'm Mike Reeser, National Sales Manager for Aluminum Fish for Smokercraft and StarCraft. If you did not get a chance to get down to the Toronto Boat Show to check this out, we will have dealers at multiple shows in February and in March across Canada, different sportsman shows and boat shows. So get on our website, the listing of all the shows is available, so come check this beauty out and hopefully put one in the garage and on the water.
Hey, this is Ty Evans with Extreme Marine, and we're sitting in the 2026 Crestliner 1750 Pro Tiller. In the back of the boat here, we got a 15-gallon aerated live well with your 2.75-gallon bait well right directly beside you. The command console in the 1750 Pro Tiller has lockable storage as well as this slide out portion to get everything right within reach of the driver. You got your tackle storage with 4 tackle trays underneath, and then a small little compartment which is also lockable in the command console. So Crestliner's sure mount track system that's on the inside of the gunnels here that has tons of different accessories that you can mount on the inside. It also integrates on the outside for the cover, which is a J-clip system, removing any of the buttons along the side of the boat. Most available deck space in any of our boats would be the Pro Tiller models. With the absence of actually having a helm here, the Pro Tiller gives you the most space in the front of the boat on your decks, as well as your cockpit where I'm sitting in right at the moment. The lockable center rod locker has 10 tubes. 5 of the tubes are 7 feet, 5 are at 6.9 feet. And again, mentioned it is lockable, so you can put all your rods in there and lock them up and not worry about them walking away on you. In the bow of the boat, you've got your 12-gallon live well up front, as well as 2 additional dry storage lockers, in addition to the aforementioned lockable rod locker center. Most folks will take advantage of the command console with the slide-out drawer for their electronics, fitting up to probably about a 16-inch screen, and again, mentioned that it is lockable. The transom's a 25-inch fully composite 1.25 gauge aluminum. The Crestliner 1750 comes with a beam width of 94 inches with a max horsepower of 90 on the back. The Crestliners feature a 4-piece all-welded aluminum hull with the work-hardened sidewall that actually increases the rigidity of the boat, as well as the reverse chine that kind of shoots the water away. As equipped, the 1750 Pro Tiller with the 90 on the back comes in at $61,000. Tyler Evans, sitting here in Extreme Marine showroom, and I'm in the 1750 Pro Tiller by Crestliner. Come on in and check us out. We're at 1978 Westchester Bourne in London, Ontario.
Here's our final boat from the Tiller Boat Showdown. We had to make our way to the Spring Fishing and Boat Show at the International Center in Mississauga for this one, and unfortunately I wasn't able to get one of the brand reps to come in and talk a bit about it, so I'll have to just narrate it myself, but that's not an issue. We'll do her just fine. And so yeah, this is the 1875 Pro Guide Tiller. This is also the 2026 model for this year, and a few of the features that are notable on board this vessel are its beam, which is 93 inches wide, and its maximum power capacity would be also a 90 horsepower engine. You can see here it's a Mercury 90 horse. You've got a max rod storage of 9 foot, and you can also break your rods down, so any rods over 9 feet can be broken down in half. So lots of room to store rods there. 35-gallon fuel tank, so lots of running range out of a boat like this with a 90 horse on the back. A 6-person max, and the starting costs for the 1875 Pro Guide is $47,495 US, which in Canadian beaver tail dollars is $65,121.82 Canadian. If you want to know more about this model in specific, check out the Lund website, search up 1875 Pro Guide Tiller, and you'll see the model there and all the specs as well. That's the final boat in our 4-boat showdown in the tiller category. We had the Crestliner 1750 Pro Tiller, the Alumacraft Competitor 18.5, the StarCraft Delta 18.8, and the Lund 1875. 4 very competitive and very close in range boats with unique features in their own regards. If there's one thing that I could leave my opinion on, I think, you know, all boat companies this year in this competitive range have really done a good job of isolating themselves with unique features of their own. No one has really overlapped too much. There's really unique features on each of these boats that really make them stand out on their own. I'm going to leave a little spec sheet for all 4 of them right here on the screen one more time for you guys to have a look at and do your final browsing. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I hope this opens your eyes if you're a consumer that's looking for a new boat in the tiller category in that 18-foot range. I really hope that this has helped you, find something that may be of good fit for what you're looking to do, whether you're chasing fish in those northern lakes or, going after some of those bigger fish in the Great Lakes space. I think the 18-foot tiller class really does a good job of covering the entire spectrum. These are 4 great options in the tiller category. So thanks again for watching today's video, guys. I hope this helps, and we'll catch you in the next video. Looking forward to salmon fishing season and some more open water warm days. We'll catch you soon, guys. Take it easy.